On the rugby front, there's been a lot of activity at the Cheetahs recently, with coaching movements, Sbu Nkosi training with the union, as well as hooker Marnus being the only player from the union to be included in the Springbok alignment camp set to begin next week. Furthermore, the team are preparing to defend their Currie Cup crown from July this year. The man overseeing all of these developments has been the Union Director of Rugby and two-time Rugby World Cup winner Frans Steyn, who's occupied the role for the last 3 months. He joins us now on the line. A very good evening, and thanks for making time for Newzroom Afrika. So how do you enjoy the role of Director of Rugby, far different from being on the field of play?
Yeah, no, definitely. Thanks for having me. It's been interesting. I think there was a lot of movement that we didn't expect so early on in my new chapter. So it's been interesting and I'm enjoying it.
Can you tell us about the addition of Sbu Nkosi? It was an interesting move to see that he's now joined the union, and you're going to be playing somewhat of a big brother role. We've heard all about the struggles that he himself has had.
Yeah, I don't think we can believe all of the stuff we heard. I think there's different sides to the story, firstly. And then secondly, yeah, I think during the years, the Free State has revived a lot of careers over the years. So hopefully we can do that to Sbu. Hopefully he can find good form again and get him up to where he was in 2019 when we played together. So I really enjoyed him then. And the vibe that he brought to the squad immediately since he arrived here is immense. So, yeah, looking forward to see what he can do at the Cheetahs.
Yeah. Can you expand a little bit on his attitude since joining the Cheetahs?
Yeah, he's been positive. I think there's struggles. So we are here for him. We want to see him do good again and play at the best or play the best rugby that he can play. So in the team, he's been positive. He's been working hard. He told me today his body is sore. The guys are busy with pre-season now. So, yeah, interesting time for the Cheetahs. And I think it's so good to have Sbu being part of this.
And I'm sure his arrival has also impacted and maybe brought something out of some of the other players in the team.
Yeah, I think everybody is quite excited, especially we have this Clermont game coming up and the SA Cup. And then, like you said, the Currie Cup is just on the horizon for us as well. So I think everybody knows they're going to get a chance. They must prove us right, and hopefully they all do. I think the problem we have is with our budget we don't have the biggest budget. So trying to get the right people at the Cheetahs is quite a challenging one. But, yeah, I think you'll see in the next couple of months some interesting names pop up, and hopefully we can win the Currie Cup again this year.
Ah, okay. So you've certainly given us something to look forward to. Will you give us any more on those potential names that we could see popping up in the Free State?
No.
Okay.
You have to wait and see.
How proud were you in light of the fact that you're a union with a very small budget that has to punch above its weight in the international competitions that it participates in, and in a very competitive South African market for top quality players, that Marnus actually made the alignment camp?
Yeah, I'm very happy for him. It's just a shame that it happened to Jasper Wiese as well. After he left us, couple of months after that, he became a Springbok. So, and it's the same with Marnus. Unfortunately, we're losing him to the Scarlets at the end of June, maybe earlier. I don't know the exact date, but I'm happy for him. He's been working really hard, and for us, the challenge is finding the next guy that's going to step into his shoes. So, luckily, we've got good hookers in the squad as well, and then young guys coming up, and we're looking forward to see what they can do.
How has Isak captured the head coaching role since Harvey's departure?
Yeah, I think he's been doing a great job. I think it's two different coaches, and I think the guys bought in immediately into the plan that we have at the moment. I think there might be some tough times. Like I said, we want to give people chances to play. I think there's guys here that's been here for 2 years that only played 2 games. We want to see what they can do. So, and Isak buys into that plan, and I've got Isak's back 100. I've got his back 100%. He's been doing a great job, like I said, and I'm just scared we might lose him as well over the next couple of years, because I think he's going to surprise a lot of people.
Sure. So how do you manage that and still want to sit in the position that you do with all of the departures from the union?
I think all the rugby unions lose a lot of people. I think for me personally, I think it's to get a system in place where the next guy must just slot in and step up to the plate. So, yeah, like I said, it's interesting times. I think Isak is doing a great job. Hopefully he'll stay with us for a couple of years so that he can put down his stamp on Cheetah Rugby as well, the type of coach that he is. So, yeah.
So you've got SA Cup coming up, you've got the defence of your Currie Cup coming up, but your next fixture is again Clermont-Auvergne in the EPCR Challenge Cup. But that's only in April, so that's over a month away. How have you and the players actually been dealing with what feels like a very stop-start kind of rugby calendar, and also one that goes on for far longer than we've had in the past?
Yeah, I think we're lucky at the moment because we're playing Griquas next weekend in a friendly. Oh, not a friendly, it's yeah. And then the SA Cup starts. We've got 2 matches before we go overseas. So there is games. We've got enough game time before that game in Clermont. I think the biggest challenge for us is they gave us the Pumas again in the SA Cup at home. And for us is not the previous time that happened, we really got a massive hiding, and we're focusing on getting the guys better prepared for that game as well. So we're working with a squad. There's no A or B team. We want to put a good team in Clermont, but we also want to have a good team playing against the Pumas that weekend. So, yeah, we've got enough time to prepare what we want to do against Clermont and the Pumas, and it's going to be interesting to see what happened that weekend. We're definitely going to Clermont to win. We don't want to go and take photos afterwards with our heroes or whatever. We want to go and win that game and see if we can get into the quarterfinals.
Frans Steyn is the Director of Rugby at the Cheetahs. Thank you so much for chatting to us here on Newzroom Afrika.